Sketch podcasting code is being downloaded into your podcast right now. If you want to learn more, go to a different podcast called Left Handed Radio.
Forever. Dog.
Are you doing your laundry? Good. Then you're following the rules of this podcast. It is the Podcast for Laundry, a podcast created by me, Brett Davis, to be listened to while you're doing your laundry. It just so happens that I am in prison, so this is now the Podcast for Laundry from prison, and I'm coming to you live from the Benjamin Ward Visiting Center in Rikers Island, and I've got a guest. He is a comedian, a writer for Saturday Night Live, amongst other great projects. America's sweetheart, Gary Richardson.
Hey, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool. I'm getting out of prison.
I guess that's good. I guess to me, good would be not being in prison.
Well, yeah. I guess the bar has lowered at some point for me.
Okay. So respectively, like,
yeah,
you are. Okay.
Actually, I'd say this is actually a low point in terms of my prison stay.
Really? Getting out to low point?
The getting out is the high point, but it's always darkest before the dawn.
I can dig that. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't let me do laundry anymore. I was originally doing laundry for everybody here.
It's kind of your thing. Yeah. Why they take it away from you?
I did a alternative comedy show for everybody, and it bummed everybody out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I tried to do a lot of my funky dancing, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of win them over.
And because you did so bad at a comedy show, they took away what essentially is a chore.
Yeah. But they knew it brought me pleasure.
That you got your rocks off.
And it kind of just... it did make me... I had a bit of a cock of the walk sort of vibe.
Sure.
And now I don't have that. No, I'm very much marked as a man to an island of himself. As you see here on the table, there is a bottle of Bob Barker laundry detergent. It is industrial grade prison laundry detergent.
Sure.
If at any point you want to turn the tide of the conversation, you just grab hold of this non-name brand industrial laundry detergent, and you can turn the tide of the conversation by spinning it.
Okay, can I ask you a really quick question? And maybe I'm dumb for not knowing this, but what makes it industrial?
Because the laundry machine that it goes into is humongous.
Okay, so if I wanted to just pop, say, a cup of...
Don't go in there.
Okay, I'll stop there. Cool.
Thank you for taking that without me having to explain further.
Hey, I see a man in prison snapping at me. I'm going to just stop.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Last thing I want is for you to try to dive over this table and choke me, and then before you know it, you get smacked with a stick, you know?
Yeah.
And then you end up in solitary, then you can't get out when you're supposed to get out, so...
Well, I mean, and also, like, I could hurt you.
I don't know if that's the case.
Well, it's not the case because we got some great guards here. Hey, fellas.
Hey, Brett.
So, everyone's safe.
Sure.
I'm doing mentally better than I've ever been, but situationally worse than ever before.
Sure.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how that goes?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, let's dig into the real reason why you're here to talk about laundry. What's your turge? Hold for bumper. What's your turge?
My turge would be, if I'm being honest, I'm probably going to just go with your classic Tide.
Okay. Tide's the best?
It's great. I don't know if it's the best, but it's great.
Tide's the best.
I don't know if it's the best.
Tide is
but
the
it's
best.
Great. Okay, you're not going to bully me into saying that. I'm here because I've got my own opinions, and I'm saying that I use Tide.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not that I haven't experimented enough outside of Tide to truly have come to a conclusion about what's best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's not great. This Bob Barker stuff.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Believe it. There's something about dry detergents that kind of leave me feeling itchy.
When you have sex with it?
No. When I use it to wash clothes. The idea of it makes me feel like there's going to be some, little pebbles, little sand-sized pebbles on my T-shirts, on my underwear, on my socks,
Makes so much more sense than what I said.
Yeah, what you said would not be in the top 10 things. If we're playing Family Feud,
okay,
and you say to have sex with, Steve Harvey's going to look at you a little wild, okay?
Yeah,
be like, now what?
I actually have
hell?
He would take a long pause.
Long pause. Audience is going crazy. They're eating it up. He's probably going to walk over to some of your other family members and ask, is this how he always is? Something like that. He might walk over to the other family.
Yeah.
And pretend like he's going to ask a question. Cards to his head. Hand back down. And then he's going to be like, let's just get this over with.
But you know what? I'd like to think that my family would still, regardless, say, good answer, and applaud me.
I mean, that's what family's for.
Yeah.
That's what family's for.
And if they know me well, they know that what I said is pretty true to my current situation.
I hear that, but the thing is, with Family Feud, you're not talking about your current situation. They're polling 100 people. 100 people. And they've got the top somewhere between 4 and 8 answers on the board.
Yeah.
And if you assume that your current situation is in the top, but your current situation involves having sex with industrial grade detergent,
Be like five answers.
I feel like you got to step outside yourself. I think you got to step outside yourself, pal.
Number 6 or 7, I'd say.
I think you got to step outside yourself.
What does that mean?
To just realize that you aren't at the center and that your norm is not everybody's norm.
Truly never thought about that. Like a Doctor Strange sort of thing where I'm like watching myself from across the room. Because sometimes I do that.
Okay, I mean, I guess that is in a way similar, but this is more just in the way of understanding that the world is bigger than just you and that you're not at the center of it. And that more than anything, you are probably far, far tertiary to what's really important.
It is at the center of the earth.
Magma?
Laundry.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool.
So
Cool.
tell me, what's your earliest relationship to laundry?
Earliest relationship to laundry. I would say, I remember being a kid. And for some reason, I desperately wanted to do chores. I think because I thought of myself as pretty precocious and really thought that I was like older than I actually was. So I was like, oh, I know that if I'm doing dishes and stuff like that, then I'll be thought of as more mature. So I was like, okay, cool. I should be able to do my own laundry. But I wasn't allowed to initially.
Okay. Now, why? I mean, you were just too young.
I think I was just too young.
Yeah.
And they couldn't. Like, if you give a kid some laundry shit, you're going to have a room full of bubbles.
That's right. Yeah. The comical.
Exactly.
The laundry machine has maybe moved a few feet away from the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're just there. You've got big, oversized yellow gloves on.
Exactly. And I'm like, I thought I was doing it right. When in reality, I was doing it wrong.
Now, did this continue into your into the years where you could have been able to do laundry? I feel like that's a mother's dream.
I feel like I feel like pretty early on I started doing dishes, and then I feel like at one point she was like, "Yeah, do your own laundry," and I was like, "But what?" But I feel like that was still. I don't know when I exactly started doing my own laundry. Yeah, but I know that I initially loved it, and then I fell out of love with it.
When would you say you exactly started doing laundry?
I feel like I don't know because I just said that I don't know exactly when I started doing laundry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say somewhere in my teenage years.
Okay. But where exactly would you say that?
I would say St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. What's the laundry vibe in St. Louis? Are there a lot of laundromats? Did you have to go to a laundromat? Did you
I didn't have to go to a laundromat. We had a washer and dryer in the home, in the basement. So I would go to the basement.
Was it a scary basement? Paint a picture for me here.
Okay. So you walk in the front door. Immediately, you are confronted with a closet.
Okay.
All right. That closet is where you would put your bigger coats. Okay. And any guest's coat.
And maybe where you have 7 Minutes in Heaven?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
But if you turn to your left, you're going to see a family room, a sitting room, a room that we don't normally hang out in.
It's not for day-to-day use.
Exactly. But the thing is, you have to go through that, and to your right, you'll see a hallway. Off this hallway to the right, initially, you're going to see my bedroom. Right past that, you're going to see my younger brother's bedroom. To the left, across from my brother's bedroom, you're going to see my parents' bedroom. And if you're coming back down the hall toward the living room, you're going to see our bathroom. My parents' bedroom also has a bathroom in it. If you come back out of the bathroom and walk back toward the living room, but before you get there, you stop. You turn to your right. You take about 3 steps. Blam, we're in like a kitchen that's connected to a dining room.
Okay. Okay.
If you walk past that, like through that, you're going to see 2 doors side by side. The door on the right, you open that up, you're going to the backyard. Okay?
You don't want to be there.
You can be there. It's fun. It's a good time. It's a backyard.
Oh, okay.
Run around.
I wasn't allowed to be in the backyard growing up, so
Why?
TMI. It would be TMI to tell you.
Really? You have already disclosed that you have had sex with this industrial grade detergent.
I didn't say I had sex.
Well, you said that was close to you.
I inferred that I had sex.
For sure. Well, how about you infer what was prohibiting you from entering the backyard?
My chores.
Okay.
I had to do laundry all the time, and if I was caught in the backyard, unless I was clipping something to a clothesline, that meant a hot fork to the back.
How big's your family?
I've got a brother, a sister, and a mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many clothes do they wear a day?
You know, they were teenagers at the time, so they had jobs. They were extra sweaty. So I was doing an above average amount of laundry.
Okay. Enough that it stopped you from going outside.
Enough that, yeah. Enough that if I had to be on call, sort of. I had to kind of be sitting in the basement right next to the laundry machine.
You know, that's not exactly on call. That's at work.
Okay, then yeah, I was at work.
Okay. Interesting.
But I knew if I was in the backyard, hot fork to the back.
Yeah. Okay.
But I still have this tentative mental image that I really don't want to lose. And you haven't. You've explained every room but where the laundry is.
Well, I haven't explained every room.
Okay.
Because if you step back inside the kitchen, you're going to see that other door. You open that door, we're talking about a garage.
Okay.
1-car garage. You step back inside, you close that door directly. Opposite that door is a door to the basement. You open that up, you go downstairs. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, okay.
All right, you look to the left, laundry room. You look to the right, you got like a more recreational space. We're talking couches, a TV. That's where our computer was.
Ooh.
You have a pool table, billiards table down there.
Wow.
Yeah. It was great.
This was an entertaining home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Pals come over, we're playing video games.
Ugh.
I'm watching videos. You know, I'm watching movies. But what you're interested in is the laundry room. We go back in there. Boom, boom. Washer, dryer.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
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 That's just the thing I say. I didn't mean for it to stop you.
I think that's where the story ends.
Oh.
There's another room in the basement, but there's not much in there.
Okay. Maybe 7 Minutes in Heaven?
You seem pretty stuck on that idea.
Yes.
I can say that if you want, but it won't ring true. It won't sound real.
It won't sound... Okay. Yeah. So I guess we'll just skip it.
Okay.
I'm really kind of looking for... looking to live vicariously through that someone's that period, because my teenage years were not so great.
Why not?
Just really by my lonesome a lot. No friends.
Why do you think that was?
I always kind of blame the laundry thing, because that continued. I really had to be at work, as you say, for most of the time.
You
Laundry
did go
was
to school, though, right?
I did go to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you not have any friends there?
The janitors.
Children, other children.
We had like projects and stuff where we had to socialize.
Sure. Yeah. Did you attempt to make friends, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you go about that?
I take the school bus. A kid would get off, and I'd just follow him to wherever he was heading. And I'm like, well,
Can I
you
ask
gotta
you a
let me
question?
in. Yes.
If you got off a school bus and a kid followed you to wherever you were going, how would you feel?
Great. New friend.
Interesting.
Maybe an extra set of hands too. For folding.
Yeah. Okay. That's very interesting.
I enjoyed comedy and stuff like that too. I like the things teenagers like. I'm a big music fan, but nobody really was into the laundry thing as much as I was.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's so universal. It's like you said earlier in the show, it's at the center of the universe.
Oh, yeah. I was saying that as a joke. I wasn't saying that with any kind of seriousness. Because remember when I also said what was at the center of the earth was magma.
Magma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't mean laundry was at the center of the earth. Literally or even figuratively.
It's not at the center of the earth literally, but that would make an incredible storybook for children.
Sure.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you were like trying to dig to China and you had to wash your clothes halfway there?
Yeah. And you go to the laundry room in the middle of the earth.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I think kids would really dig that.
I think they would.
Yeah. You want to write it together? You're a writer.
Sure, dude. Yeah. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get some paper. Okay. So what? Who's our main character?
Let's say a talking shirt.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe like a shy teenage boy, but it could be a shy teenage talking shirt.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you should just write this on your own.
No. I think this is a great collaboration. I mean,
Okay.
your resume speaks for itself. I defer to
I don't
you
really have
for
any. I don't really have any kind of knowledge of writing a children's book.
Okay, but you write for television. You write for America. You've written really creative stuff. So yeah, I just kind of want to do a collaboration.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, but we're also in a jail right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe here, not that you can't do it here, but I will say that I'm not the most comfortable I've been. And
Okay.
there's a certain amount of comfort that I enjoy.
Is
when
it
it comes
Reggie?
to
The guy behind me?
No, I would say
Sometimes he gives people stink eye.
I would say it is,
But it's just
this
the way his
experience-
face is.
I would say it's this experience in totality.
Okay.
I got up at 5 a.m. today to get here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hopped on a bus. Went to a train. Took that train to another bus. I got here. I've been sitting in a waiting room for 4 hours. They took.
They have
everything
Good Morning America on?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the TV. I was.
Well,
in
that's what it's
such
there
a-
for.
Sure, yeah, but I wasn't paying attention to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in a pretty rotten mood.
Okay.
And I think that there's a certain amount of tact and cheerfulness that I think benefits a children's book. And I don't really have that right now.
Well, let's tap into it, though.
Tap into what?
Your cheerful side.
Yeah,
Let's bring it out because it's been dormant. I mean, maybe if you would have watched Good Morning America, you would have gotten some of that cheer. And I'm sure you were probably there long enough to see an episode of Family Feud come on. And I wouldn't be shocked if that were fresh in your head, right?
You might be right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's tap into that early morning TV sort of thing.
Okay, sure. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. All right. So there's Brett, the shirt. What's his name?
I think you just named him Brett.
Okay, cool. So Brett is a teenage T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's a teen T.
Yeah.
And he's growing up in New Jersey. Let's say St. Louis.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
For the purposes of collaboration, you could flavor that with whatever sort of local kind of colorful references.
You know that collaboration isn't just taking specifics from my life and specifics from your life and mashing them together. That's not exactly what a collaboration is.
I don't do this a lot.
I can tell, and that's fine. That's why I'm saying maybe we don't do this, and we do something, I don't know, a little different, a little more fun, something that kind of I don't know, makes
a YA novel.
No, I'm saying like not a book. Like maybe we don't try to write a book right now.
Okay.
If you want to write a book, let's just bang it out. But it seems like you really want this book to be a fairy tale version of your adolescence. And if that's what you want to do, then you can just tell me how you wish your life would have went.
I would love to know how you jumped to that.
Because you're sitting here chomping at the bit to drop any specific from your life.
I didn't bring my bit.
Have you never heard the phrase chomping at the bit?
Hey, Forever Dog listeners, it's Jonathan Braylock,
Gerard Milligan,
and James III
from Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood. This year, we have seen what staying silent can do. And right now, you have an unprecedented opportunity to speak up, cast your vote, and be heard.
It's never too early to register to vote, but it might be too late before you know it.
We want to help make it easy for you to register and have a plan for November 3rd or before if early voting is an option in your state so that your country can finally reflect your values.
Yes, go to foreverdogpodcast.com/vote to register. Check on your registration often. You should do it like every day to make sure and learn how to fill out your ballot.
I don't know about every day, but listen.
Every day.
All right, still register.
Good. Am I good? All right.
Gotta make sure people care.
All right, each state is different, so make sure you're following local rules and regulations. And remember, your voice, your vote. That's foreverdogpodcast.com/vote.
Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
Yeah, but y'all better vote.
All right, go vote. It's Jonathan Braylock,
James III,
and Gerard Milligan from Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood.
On our podcast, we rate, review, and analyze films in the context of race.
Discussing Hollywood's diversity and representation issues.
And talk to experts in the field.
Experts like ourselves because we're working actors and writers, so we know what we're talking about.
Except James.
We vary it up between huge blockbuster hits and beloved cult classics such as Higher Learning,
Independence Day,
Loose,
Sorry to Bother You,
Blade,
Parasite,
Blind Spotting,
Hustlers,
and Cats. Yes, y'all, we reviewed Cats.
And don't forget Hancock, which may or may not be a good movie.
It's not a good movie. So please check out and subscribe to Black Men Can't Jump in Hollywood.
Only on the Forever Dog Podcast Network.
And we'll all try to figure out if Hancock is a good movie or not. Together.
New episodes every Monday.
Unless you listen to left-handed radio, you won't know what left-handed radio is.
Well, yeah, because, some of the guys here, they, sort of chew on stuff.
Yeah, that's not what that means.
Some of them meaning me. I kind of took some discarded linens from my laundry time, and I just kind of wrung it together and chew on it.
Linens are pretty big. When you say linens, I'm thinking
like a pillowcase, like,
and you're just chewing on a whole pillowcase, walking around prison.
It's either that or I'm sucking my thumb,
If those are your two options, I guess you're fucked either way.
I sort of, ever since the laundry thing happened, I've been dealing with a little bit of depression. So I've sort of got this like kind of, who's that one? Charlie Brown character that was always kind of like dragging his little blankie around.
Linus.
Yeah. I'm sort of a Linus around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say it seems like you have completely cut any tether to reality that there may have been. And I'm sorry to say it so bluntly, but I'm worried about you.
Let's unpack that, because that's a pretty humongous claim. Mm-hmm. What makes you think I've untethered from reality?
You are in prison.
Yes.
I'm here visiting you in prison.
For a crime I didn't commit.
Neither here nor there. I'm not the judge or the jury. I don't know all the specifics of your case. All I know is we are currently in a prison.
Yes.
We made this appointment for me to do your podcast months ago.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for keeping with it.
And now I was out drinking last night. At 2 a.m.
Oh, I missed that.
I get a text message from a number I don't recognize. I don't know who you got to text me, but it said, "Hey, here's the address for tomorrow."
Yeah.
And I Googled it and realized it was a prison, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then they were like, "Yes."
This is pretty typical for every guest. Mm-hmm. They get that late night. It's an automated system.
Gotcha.
Really.
Okay. Yeah. And then I get here because I was truly kind of fucked up last night. Nice. And I get here, and I'm like, "Oh,
you had sex last night?"
No.
You could tell me about it if you did.
No. Why? So you can go jerk off to me to like thinking about me having sex with somebody?
Yeah. No,
I don't want that.
No.
Then why do you want to hear about me having sex with somebody?
See, continue.
Basically, I'm saying that you have divorced yourself from reality because you are in prison, and you are still doing this podcast. That, to me, is something that insane people do. And I came because I'm worried about you.
This podcast was on Podmass. I don't know if you know what that means.
I don't.
Podmass is the AV Club's roundup of notable podcasts. I'd say back in October, we were listed.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, I feel like you're not dealing at all with the reasons that I've presented you with why I think that you're straight up insane and why maybe being in this prison isn't the best thing. Maybe we should talk to somebody and like a lawyer or something and see if we can get you out of here.
Actually, I'd love for you to talk to someone on my behalf.
Yeah, I think we can get you out of here and get you into like a mental institution.
Joe Rumrill is dangerous. Do you know Joe? You know Joe.
Joe might be the sweetest soul I've ever met in my life.
He's shady, and he is. I am serving time for his crime. I don't want to get you involved, but I'd love for you to get involved and just deliver this message to him that either he's gonna have to serve his time. Not the time. I'm serving time on his behalf, so he'll either need to serve his time, or he's dead meat. And you're an actor, so really lean into that dead meat part. And don't answer any follow-up questions. Just kind of walk away.
That's a pretty big ask. Mm-hmm. Because again, I'm going to tell you right now. What I do know about Joe is that he might be the sweetest soul I've ever met in my life.
Shady.
Mm-mm. Why do you say he's shady?
Because he's walking around with Tidy.
So are you upset because Tidy left you? Are you projecting this?
I don't know what happened in the situation with Tidy. I just know he's carrying Tidy around. Tidy is my laundry bottle sidekick from the pre-prison episodes of the show, and was also my romantic sexual partner. Mm-hmm. And he took it upon himself to just carry Tidy around and show off, and it drives me. It's made the prison experience. It's been the worst part of it. I'd say.
Sounds to me like you're upset because obviously you weren't doing some things that you should have been. Because Tidy wouldn't be with Joe if Tidy didn't want to be with Joe.
Tidy doesn't really have a whole lot of say in the matter. I think Tidy.
Why?
Because she's a laundry bottle. A bottle of Tide.
Mm-hmm.
And when I am with her, it means something, but when he is with her, it's just tawdry and disgusting.
Okay. I don't follow that one bit.
I just want
Why
you
is it
to
okay for
create.
you to be with Tidy?
It's because I've earned it.
And how does one earn the right? Or what exactly is it?
It's
Because you're having sex with an inanimate bottle of detergent.
Yes.
Okay. That's not cool,
Okay.
you know?
Why? Podmas would disagree. Not that they reviewed me having sex with a bottle of detergent, but
But you're saying that Podmas
I'd say you could connect the
explicitly
dots.
endorses you having sex with.
I'd say you could connect the dots.
I'm not connecting them, and I'm not a genius, but I'm not a dumb guy either.
I didn't say you were dumb.
And I didn't say that you were. I'm just saying that I'm not. I'm
Okay.
saying that I'm not connecting those dots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So all I'm asking you to do is not really connect the dots. In fact, I'd prefer if you stop connecting dots because you keep doing it. It keeps freaking me out.
Well, I think that there's some things that you just need to confront.
Will you create a unstoppable reality of fear for Joe Rumwell or not?
I can't say that I will. Will I talk to Joe Rumrell? Yes.
And say,
I'm going
what are
to-
the
I'm
last
going
two
to
words
ask-
you're going to say in the conversation?
See ya.
What about dead meat? And then leaving on that note.
I don't know, man.
You okay?
No, that's me.
Do you want
saying-
my bit?
No, I'm okay. I think I'm gonna just say see ya to Joe. I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna get his side of the story. Because as of right now, what I'm hearing is that maybe you and Joe Rumrell were together, and Joe Rumrell picked up a bottle of laundry detergent, and that has sent you in a tailspin, and that scares me because I would consider us friends.
Thank you.
And I would say that most friends are allowed in my home at some point.
Uh-huh.
And the idea that you flew off the handle because Joe Rumrell was holding a bottle of laundry detergent
I see what you
really
did there.
scares me.
I see what you did there. Handle holding. Is it detergent bottle that has a handle. And I flew off and he swooped in.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do that. That's not what I was doing.
Oh.
That was purely coincidental.
All right.
But thank you for thinking that I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly the kind of wordplay I'd love to throw into a Mitmu children's book.
Yeah, I feel like if you want, I'd say draft it up, maybe email it to me when you get out.
I don't
when you
have
get on the
email
other side.
here. I don't have email.
Yeah, I'm saying whenever you get out.
I need kind of something to live for
Yeah, then
until
work
I
on
get
this.
out.
Then you should work on this. You should
But
work
this
on
is a collaboration, so
Yeah, and I'm
are
not gonna.
you willing to come more than, this time?
If I had it my way, I would never step foot in another prison.
Okay. Okay.
So I hate to be a downer, but there's no way I'm coming back here, especially to work on a children's book.
So then you're saying you want to just bang this out right now?
Yeah, man. Sure. We got a teenage shirt. Is gonna dig its way to China.
A teen shirt.
A teen T-shirt. It's gonna
Okay.
dig its way to China. The shirt gets to the middle. It washes itself, and then it goes to China. And that's the whole book.
Yeah, but it's who he meets along the way.
He meets socks. He meets a traveling pit stain, who's like a bad guy, and you got to get rid of that guy.
Yeah.
He meets some.
I'd say the pit stain is sort of like his albatross that he has to carry. It's this sort of nagging voice in his mind, reminding him of all the mistakes he's made, and all he wants to do is clean. But he knows that even if he cleans every shirt he can, it's not going to ever clean away the stains, the sort of the demons that he carries with him.
Have you ever gone to therapy?
Laundry is my therapy.
Well, no, because laundry is laundry. Laundry can be therapeutic if it can be like kind of hypnotic in that way, and that you're doing a task.
Yeah.
And that means something. But I mean, have you ever seen another person?
No.
A professional?
No.
There. Okay. Is there a counselor here in the prison? There has to be something like that, right?
Yeah, but I just sit there, arms crossed, stare at the wall.
Why don't you open up to him?
It's a her.
I was saying,
Okay.
EM, open up to him.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
That I don't know. That seems like you're backtracking there.
If you say so, man. If you say so. I'm saying that you are in dire need of help. Because when you get out, back into the real world, you're going to have to deal with life.
Yeah.
And life is harder than laundry.
Okay. Okay.
And it kind of upsets
I
me
mean,
that I'm only now.
laundry's really hard sometimes. You grass stains?
Nope.
You never had grass stains
Yeah,
before?
I've had grass stains. I'm saying that it's not hard. I'm saying if you got a grass stain and you put the shirt in the washer and it comes out with the same grass stain, then I guess you're just rolling with a grass stain until you're done with that shirt.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
Because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put the
ask you to stop
detergent.
yelling at me in this prison, okay?
Okay.
Do not yell at me in this prison.
I just. Well, he's saying you can't get a grass stain out, which is ludicrous.
No, that's not
of
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
crazy
That's not
things,
what I'm saying.
Of all
That's
the
not what
crazy
I'm
things
saying.
that happened in this conversation.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you attempt to get a grass stain out and the grass stain persists,
Okay.
then you're just rocking with a grass stain, and that's fine.
Nevertheless, I persisted. What happens when he gets to China?
It is confronted with a new culture, and it has fun. It meets some people, and it hangs out.
You know, China's kind of known for, you know, like made in China is something you've seen so many times. What if he started in China?
Brett, I'm not working on this book with you anymore. I'm not doing it, pal. Sorry. Because honestly, I can't lend my name to something with somebody, to you.
I'll write most of it.
Yeah, that's
I
not
really
the issue.
could use your name.
And I'm saying you can't have it. I'm not giving it to you.
What if, like, you've ever heard of a ghostwriter before?
Yes.
Yeah. What if I wrote a laundry-themed children's book, gave it my little Brett Davis flourish, and then put your name on it? You wouldn't have to do any of the work. You just let it roll in.
I'm not giving you my name. You can't have it, pal. Because you are a nut. And it scares me. And I don't, honestly, I should get up to leave, but I don't know if I can leave or if I have to wait until we all leave at once.
There is a turnover portion, but it would be really bad if you've been instructed to stay for the. I owe Forever Dog a podcast timed to the length of a typical load of laundry, and if I don't deliver, then I could be.
What's the typical load of laundry?
I'd say 40 minutes. You know, including load in, load out. Okay. It varies, though.
Well, I'm gonna just chill.
All right. You know what? I think things got a little testy.
Yeah, they did.
I think we need to let things air out a bit.
Okay.
So now let's put it out on the clothesline. Hold for bumper. Gary Richardson, what would you like to air out?
In regards to what? Just anything?
Laundry.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what's something that you just, I gotta let this air out?
Laundry-wise.
Laundry-wise or life-wise, but if you could tie it into laundry, that would be real.
Okay.
Put a nice bow on it.
Sure, let's see. I guess I have to air out my shirts. Is that what you're looking for?
I think now you're taking it a little too literally. I think it's keeping under the laundry umbrella that you're letting something air out. You know what? Let's just do bleach, please. Hold for bumper. Gary, what makes you say...
Are there going to be bumpers there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And now hold for bumper again.
No, can't you
second
just if you can put in a bumper, then you can take out that.
Well, I don't have a whole, recording studio here. I've got this mic.
Certainly, if you have the ability to put a thing in, you have the ability to take a thing out. You don't need a whole studio for that.
I don't have Pro Tools or anything.
And you don't need it. Then how are you putting it in? How are you putting the bumper in?
I'm putting the bumper in post. I believe the Forever Dog guys take care of it.
Cool. Then tell the Forever Dog guys to take this out.
Okay, and thus a hold for bumper.
You don't need the second bumper.
It's sort of a second stick sort of thing.
You don't even need a hold for bumper. You can just pause and play the bumper.
Where
and
would
then
they
pick it back
know
up.
it goes?
They're listening to the podcast. Whenever you start the segment, they would know.
I don't think they listen to the podcast.
Well, they're editing it. If they're not listening, then they can't hear you say hold for bumper.
These guys are idiots. I gotta really treat them with kid gloves here because they don't know what they're doing.
I know, but you're saying hold for bumper. But you're also saying that they don't listen to it. How do they know where to put the bumper?
When it says hold for bumper, they'll just scan through. Hold for bumper is that sort of a Pavlovian thing, like, "Oop, I better put a bumper in."
So they are listening to it, is what I'm saying.
I think they're scrubbing through, looking for the hold for bumpers.
Okay.
I didn't even put the emphasis on bleach, please.
All right, cool.
So what makes you say bleach, please?
I guess pants. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. What about pants?
When the pants don't look right.
They make you say
bleach, please.
Do it in the voice. Come on.
Bleach, please.
Give it a little stank.
I'm giving you what you're getting. All right, you're getting the bleach, please.
Okay. When pants don't fit after coming out of the dryer, maybe.
Sure, dog.
Gary, this has been so much fun. I'm gonna write this.
Has it been?
I'm gonna write this book, and I'm gonna put your name on it.
Don't put my name on it. You don't have my permission to put my name on the book.
Well, I would feel weird taking credit because you came up with the whole China thing.
Nope.
It takes
all
place.
Yours. It's all yours.
I don't know a lot about Chinese culture, so I'm deferring to you on that stuff. Take a pass. Take a pass.
I will pass.
No, don't pass on it. Take a pass. Like take the St. Louis stuff. Like I've been to St. Louis. Maybe the shirt goes to the City Museum. Mm-hmm. Maybe have some Emo's Pizza. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe what's that like yogurt place?
Ted Drew's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Throw that stuff in there. Give it a little bit of local. I want it to be not only in the kids section of the big, nice St. Louis bookstore, but also the local section.
Brett, I'm worried about you, bud.
Big letters, Gary Richardson.
Brett, I'm worried about you. Okay?
Okay.
Let me get out of here because you are making me sad. And it pains me to see a comrade like this.
Mm-hmm.
It really, and I mean no disrespect by this.
Okay.
But I do mean this fully.
Uh-huh.
It sickens me to see you in this state.
Well, I will soon be out with your help. Tell Joe Rumrow, threaten Joe Rumrow for me. And if you could pass this packet along to your producers at your job. Mm-hmm. There's some fun sketches in there.
Cool. Yeah.
Some laundry sketches, which are,
hold on to this, yeah.
What's more universal than that? And just take that with you, drop it off.
Yeah.
On the big guy's desk. And
cool. Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming.
Yep. Later, man.
Bye.
See ya.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram at Forever Dog Team and liking our page on Facebook.
Your podcasting feed was just hacked by Left-Handed Radio. Left-Handed Radio.
Left-handed radio.